No false ceilings and no false promises. Every square inch has pure design magic. This home just doesn't create room, it makes it. From breaking walls to building dreams, like a serene mandir or a dream closet. This home is a masterclass in making space work for you. Hi, I'm Amita from Bravura Spaces, and let me take you through this new home I've just delivered. Come along. The brief was very simple. We are going to maximize every square inch of space that we had available here. And we did not even want to compromise on the volume of the space. Therefore, the decision was quick and smart, no false ceiling. Having said that, it's quite a controversial topic because false ceilings has become quite a norm in today's life. Which is true and fair because it also houses the lights and the ambient light. Ambient light was something that I was not going to give up on. Therefore, what I did was create this entire cove around the house, but we did not want the cove to collect dust. So the way the entire cove was created was facing the wall. There are profile lights on the side that it is going to reflect and bum of light on the walls and create that ambient lighting. This is the drawing and the dining area. So very nice seating, very sleek seating that is there, sleek and yet comfortable. The highlight here was actually this beautiful jhula that I think sets the tone and vibe of this entire home. A jhula in any space kind of resonates with each one of us because it gives us that immediate sense of warm and fuzzy, because that's how we remember the jhula. So here is the jhula that's quite the trademark of this home. The feature here is of course that it gets turned away, and it almost adds to the seating of the dining area. So a 6-seater dining area actually becomes an 8-seater dining area at a flick of a backrest. The entire space has been kept quite clean. The clients were very minimalistic in their approach. What we really wanted to do and create a very serene backdrop was these panels. One panel being backlit, it adds to the ambient light. If you look at the entire ceiling, other than the cove, we have used these surface mounted lights which just set the tone for the entire space depending on the amount of light that you need. The main entry door overlooks the corridor of the home. Created a very sleek bar with some lighting, and I think it gives the appropriate amount of partition that one would need for the privacy of the rest of the home. A little cabinet which houses the bottles and the few glasses that you may have. We did make a lot of changes in this home. In fact, my client used to always come here while this place was being made, and she said, "Amita, mera pura ghar tod diya," which was a fact. So what did we do? This is the kitchen area. I was trying to maximize every square feet that I had. There was a wall that was here. I broke that wall and I was able to conceal a cabinet and a sliding door which leads to the kitchen, and it gave me more space right here. The kitchen tour is something that you need to watch out for, coming up really soon. This entire area leads into the passage and the bedrooms after that. A little mandir was a must. We had to change that entire configuration of the door and the wardrobe to create this mandir. Once I show it to you from inside, you will understand this entire space was actually part of the closet of the room, and there was an entry into the toilet which I've been able to change around. So we still have the wardrobe inside, but this little space got carved out. The washroom entry was closed from here, and a small mandir has been created. This entire corridor was actually a complete wall, obviously because it has a room here. Got rid of the wall and tucked in a wardrobe. So actually two full-size cabinets have come here, which act as the linen wardrobe for the entire household. This entire space has become the shoe rack, and it makes the household so much more efficient. So I truly believe that designing a space is not only about the beautification of it or creating too much storage. Also, designing means how you're able to utilize your space so much better. This being a nuclear family, do not have too many guests coming in, and on a daily basis they didn't really need 3 bedrooms. So a suggestion that I floated, and they took it up gladly, they were very convinced about it, is that let us convert this bedroom into almost like a family lounge where they could have the television and the son could have the PlayStation and everything, and this really could be the chill zone of the house. We have added a sofa bed which is very comfortable, very easy to use. So it gets turned into a recliner or a full-fledged bed when they want. So much easier to sit and enjoy a movie night on a Saturday evening. What it also meant is that the space gets used so much more efficiently. So they don't really need a 3rd bedroom every single day. And in my experience, if there is a bedroom that is not used every day, वहाँ सिर्फ धोबी की गठरी बैठी रहती है and nothing else. This room is now being used every single day of the time in their house. When you have guests, it becomes a very comfortable bed. It has a closet, it has a very good loo, and the entire space is there, and it looks so much larger and works so much better for them. So yes, this is the hangout zone of the house, their books and family pictures, and really a nice chill zone which they are enjoying, and I'm so glad they took up this idea. Moving along, the cabinet that you saw in the corridor actually protrudes in by so much. It's almost about 12 inches. We created the fluting panel behind it. We still have another wardrobe here which has storage and entire functionality. The washroom is here, but the space looks so cohesive and is so well utilized. Taking you through the son's room, and this is where actual magic really happened, and that is why we were able to create that mandir. So we created that entire wardrobe alongside here. So in terms of storage, it has given us exactly the amount that was actually available on the perpendicular wall. And this door was on the other side where the mandir wallpaper is. So the storage is meant for, we've even created space for the sports kit. And these are little nuances that you must keep in mind when you are planning your entire storage. This is a room for a growing boy. We didn't want to clutter it up, yet it had to be good enough to take his changing needs every year. A study table, obviously, very important. We created space for a printer, including a plug point on top so that there are no ugly wires hanging around. So much more storage that is here, lighting, and a very easy clean area that he can study in. This boy is a musician in making, so of course he had a lot of things, his guitars that needed to find place in the room without the room looking cluttered. So here we are, place for his trophies, books, and a lot of other decor. A comfortable room for this little boy who's going to grow in the next few years, going to grow into a young adult and enjoy his room beautifully. And now towards the master room, which needs to be serene and comforting at the end of a day, yet hold all your storage and you are not moving helter and skelter. So yes, this is the way the entire bedroom is laid out. Again, a small civil change that we made was that the bedroom washroom door was actually where this mirror is. So what I did is I closed this door, created this entire L-shaped wardrobe with drawers and whatever, a nice panel which again adds to the ambient light, because you will notice this entire home barring the corridor actually doesn't have any false ceiling. I have used Havells trim clip-on lights. These are very thin lights, so therefore they just don't even look protruding out of the ceiling, and yet the ambient light is amazing. Great task lighting. The color here used here is 4K, but these little panels add that ambient light which makes a bedroom really beautiful and very calming at the end of the day. Of course, a very large wardrobe that is here, the side table and a regular good size bed makes this room extremely comfortable. By changing the washroom door from here and bringing it in towards this side of the wall gave me two things. It gave me a very large counter. We created this little niche and a very large mirror. In the previous arrangement, the vanity counter was only about 2 feet 3 inches wide, whereas creating this wall gave me this entire counter. We did have to play with the shape of the counter because it would mean that it does not look very large and it doesn't protrude out too much, and the door movement is correct. But this is how this entire space has been created. Creating a niche like this with a beautiful print on it and very basic tiles has made this place have another glow up of another level. Of course, my favorite are these storage drawers under the vanity. If you ask me, we have created space in these drawers. We have created space for the pipe to go in, some more drawers here, and overall a beautiful washroom which is a pleasure to be in for whatever time of the day. In this world full of trends, this home is a testimony that functionality and warmth never goes out of style. No false ceiling, no unnecessary things, just space and functionality that makes it so much more intentional and power-packed. If you like this tour, you may want to subscribe and hit the notification button as we take you through one bravura space after another. And while you're at it, do let us know what was your favorite space-saving hack. Till then, see you around.